Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Ridge. And the purpose of today's video is to show you how to properly load your AR. I know there's so many different types of videos on how to do this. This is the way that I've loaded mine since 1999 and it's worked, and I'll tell you what, like, I've never had a problem with a magazine falling out. I've never had a problem with rounds feeding properly in my rifle. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright folks, first type we're going to talk about is an initial load. There's only two types. We're just going to initially load the rifle. You would do this if you're in law enforcement, if you're going out on patrol, after you've cleaned your rifle, or after dry practice. Other than that, this is a one and done thing. Like, this is the only time I initially load my rifles is after I've dry practiced or cleaned my rifle. That's it. The rest of the time I keep it loaded. All right, so this goes for everybody out there. For home defense, you want a rifle for home defense, this is how you would do it after you've dry practiced or cleaned your rifle. Step one you got to do is we're going to have to lock the bolt back. Hold this bolt release down here. See how it's moving? We want to hit the bottom part of that and then just pull this back and then let it go. Just let it go. Hold this down and let the charging handle go. Now, when you put your magazine in, this is how we're going to do this, folks. Take your magazine just like this, and what I like to do is I like to tap it in there. I like to seat the mag by doing the following. Insert it, tap it, tug on that magazine. You've got to tug on that and make sure that it's seated, folks. I can't tell you how important this is, and I can't tell you how many students I've seen magazines shoot straight down the bottom of the rifle because they forgot to tap it. Some people will say, oh, well, you'll be able to feel that. No, you won't. What I want you to do is I want you to simply put it in there, tap it, tug on it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to hit our button right here. God gave you this thumb to hit this button, and we're just going to press straight in, and that will seat around. Now, that's how you initially load this. Let's talk about reloading this. All right, folks, we've covered that initial load. In other words, getting your rifle ready to go. And as I told you, I want you to use that initial load after you've already dry practiced with the rifle or after you've cleaned it. That's the only time I would use that. Like, let's not complicate things. It's simply getting the rifle ready. Now, the other type of load that we're going to have is we're going to talk about what happens when your rifle runs empty. As you can see right now, I've got my magazine in, my bolts locked back. So what I like to do on this one is simply, it's going to be very similar to the other one. All I'm going to do is I'm going to eject my magazine, just press the magazine release. Once again, we're going to seat the magazine by tapping, tugging the magazine, and then hitting this little button right here. All we're going to do is hit it with our thumb. That's all we're doing. Puts the round into the chamber and we're ready to go. So that's when you're going to reload it. When you're doing this gun for self-defense, folks, you're going to shoot the rifle till it goes empty, until the gunfight's over. It's basically that simple. I know some of you are out there saying, what about tac loads, Reid? Well, there's really nothing tactical about a tactical reload. It's just simply, you could call it a speed load, or you could call it topping off, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do that the same way. We're just going to simply take the magazine, tap it, and tug on it. The main point I wanted you to take from this video, folks, is to make sure whenever you put a magazine into this rifle that you tap it and tug on that to make sure that it's seated so that that magazine is not going to fall out of there, because this is something that happens all the time. People always tug on that magazine because it will guarantee you just that little bit of peace of mind that you'll be able to know that your magazine's properly seated. If you found the information in the video helpful, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook. That link is down below. And if you want to learn how to manipulate and shoot your rifle, come on out to Ridge and we'll teach you how to do just that. This is Reid Henrichs with Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.